Good morning. I'm on the river walk headed back up towards the Narrows. This is day 2, June 2nd. It's about 7 in the morning. The bus stop was a little packed this morning, not gonna lie. I'm glad I got up when I did. Although I was sleeping really good and I was ready to lay there for a couple more hours, but I was really concerned it'd be really tough to get up the canyon and just kind of crazy and overcrowded if I didn't get up early, and I'm glad I did, because there was still a pretty good line. I had to wait for the second bus actually because there were so many people. But yeah, so far the weather's really nice. It's nice and cool, a little bit of breeze. Looking forward to see what we can find today. A little bit of an update on that sprained ankle, or broken ankle actually, from yesterday. As I was headed out of the Narrows, there's a park ranger standing there and I could overhear him talking. Apparently he was a younger kid, and it was a break. And this was a good probably 2 hours after I'd gotten down canyon from when the kid's friend stopped me to ask if I knew how to set an ankle. And the rangers were telling him it was going to be probably another 4 hours before they could get up to get him. So that kid sat there in that canyon most of the night. The unfortunate part was I overheard him tell his friends that there were 3 such rescues in the park going on simultaneously. So they were all ankle injuries. So 3 different people yesterday suffered ankle injuries and had to be rescued by park rangers. So dudes, be careful, wear good footwear out there. Dude, I'm hiking along in the river here, and this buck had apparently laid down in a little grassy spot. He got up and started running through the river, scared the living hell out of me. You hear everybody like downriver like screaming because it like startled them too. Dude, that was like straight out of Jumanji for a second. It was crazy. Coffee time. Those are park rangers, and that's rescue gear. So, yeah. Most of the shots I got planned, I need the afternoon light for, so I'm just gonna take the morning to try to get more comfortable with the layout of the Narrows and familiarize myself with the area and take it from there. So my hiking poles didn't come with bumpers. And on some of these rocks, it'd be kind of nice to have a bumper for your hiking poles, because it just goes clack, clack, clack against the rocks. I was hiking along and I seen sticking up out of the mud a little bit, there was this little rubber piece. It was a bumper! So I stuck my pole in it. Now I got a hiking pole bumper. Log in the middle of the river, just hanging out, waiting for the light to change sides from one side of the canyon to the other. It's around noon. Sun's not quite at its peak, but as it changes it'll switch sides and the other side will light up, and then I'll start hiking back and shoot all kinds of stuff on the way back. peaceful that you just sit here and on this log in the middle of a river and just watch the water flow at you. And stuff's so good for the soul, man. It's like all the things back home, the bills I gotta pay, the rent's due, the crap at work. None of it matters. None of it's all fine. Fantastic. All the mineral deposit stripes are like some of my favorite things in this canyon. Except I heard a lady say that I look like marble fudge, and I have to agree. Except now all I want is marble fudge. There's definitely a lot of more people in the canyon now, but I tell you, I have had just the most lovely little conversations with so many people I can't even count. It's just the friendliest little people, you know, older ladies or even young people. But I think it's just the canyon, dude. I think you come here and it's just good for you, man. Just puts you in great spirits, and the people are just amazing today, dude. They're just the friendliest people. I love it. It's just a great experience. Totally a xenomorph fighting in the water. Well, it's been a pretty good day. Learned a lot of stuff. Shot a lot of stuff with this camera just to try the composition out, but didn't really get the Mark IV out more than a couple times. Mostly because a lot of the stuff I saw today I actually shot yesterday. So I did have one or two shots in mind specifically that I wanted to shoot today, and I did try it out with this guy, but by the time the light got good there was probably close to 100 people in frame, so just didn't happen. That's okay. Gives me something to shoot next time, and I will be back in the fall. So most people are headed out of the canyon now, mostly because from here it's going to take still a couple hours to get back to the bus stop, and the last bus leaves at like 8:30 or something like that. It's like 6 now. And you definitely don't want to miss that bus, because if you get stuck out here, it's a long walk back to the visitor center. So, yeah, I'm going to start booking it back and try to get back to the van. Although I didn't record any video of it, I did capture a few more images on day 2. They aren't my favorites. Some are hand shot and others I had to rush to take advantage of a break in foot traffic. Still, by no means was day 2 unproductive. I feel my best work for this trip was accomplished on day 1, but day 2 gave me more experience about the way the light works in the Narrows, which was something I took full advantage of during my return trip in the fall. The primary shot I was trying for on day 2 is in an area where people frequently stop for breaks, which is unfortunate because the area is marked off to give plants a chance to recover. Yet entire groups of people still walk into the area, making it very difficult to get that shot. I did manage to get a quick handheld shot of one small part of it, but on a technical level the trees were blowing in the wind, rendering them blurry. And the wide aperture I was using to allow me to shoot handheld gave me a shallow depth of field, leaving much of the image out of focus. That shot will have to remain a goal for a future trip, something I very much look forward to. Surprise, day 3. I'll probably just tack this on to the day 2's vlog, but before I woke up in the park, so before I leave it, just had one last thing I had to do. It was just a short hike that's up on the east side of the park, just a scenic overlook that somehow I've just never been able to do. So thought it'd be a shame if I didn't try it at least before I leave home. About 7 in the morning, and the sun's high enough now that the light's just harsh, so I don't really expect to get a whole lot of photos, but it's just kind of to check it out and see if it's worth coming back to or not. But we'll see. Well, that was cool looking. Well, certainly a cool view, but that's about all it is. The light's just way too harsh taking any photos of it right now. Dynamic range is just through the roof. So I'm glad I did it though. Just kind of curious, wanted to see what was up here, and it might make for a cool location if you came back at the right light. So back to the van. It's certainly cool though, don't get me wrong. It's well worth the hike. It's just not really the right time for photographs. Well, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hook a brother up with a like, let's stay in touch. I got more adventures coming soon, but something other than Zion. But for now, I think I'm gonna head back to the van and head out of the park. Start a new adventure to go find the biggest coffee I can find. So, thanks for watching. Good God.